we'll be able to look into this a little bit more. Again, I said through the risk management fraud assessment questionnaires. Many of y'all have seen the back and forth emails regarding that. The 2008 one didn't even go to internal audit. It went to the director of finance, or excuse me, the commissioner of finance at that time, and it just stopped. And I believe that when a member of our government wants to report some kind of fraud, even if it's not appropriate for the external auditors, it went to the person they report to and was never given to even our internal audit board, which in turn may be operating under, or not, they're not operating under what we have approved in ordinance because they have no bylaws. Furthermore, when I requested the documents, I was told by the internal auditor that an elected official could not receive those documents. Then our law department went out and got an outside attorney's opinion, which referred to us as a third party. I'm not a lawyer. There's a lot of ramifications to this, but I do believe that this is an issue that we all need to look into, particularly during the budget process, because not only are we looking at getting rid of certain positions and people in those positions who reported fraud to this government, we can't even see what they reported to make any assessment as it comes through the budget process. I would like for you all to pay special attention to, just when we're discussing these things, if you look at what it says in our own budget book, the Office of Internal Audit evaluates whether the urban county government's procedures of risk management, internal control, governance and governance as designed and represented by management are adequate and functioning in a manner to ensure risks are appropriately identified and managed, and it goes on and on. The person who reported these problems to what they thought was an appropriate external individual to be investigated was our own risk management director. Our own risk management director, the person who's supposed to be identifying risk. Our internal audit board knew, our internal auditor knew that there had been some sort of fraud and never interviewed this individual. Never. Never talked to this individual and determined because an outside external auditor, financial auditor, didn't see any type of issues with it, that it didn't need to be investigated further. Folks, I think we've got an issue that we need to take up during our risk management link as well as our internal audit link. Thank you. I just was told that I wasn't allowed to do that, but it is part because I'm questioning the function and the funding of this division. Thank you, Councilmember Martin.
Well, my concern is that this kind of matter would be certainly appropriate in closed session, but these are really very serious allegations, and I'm not sure they're appropriate for a public televised venue. So, thank you.
Well, I would disagree because to be transparent with what's going on, I think it's very appropriate during the budgeting process to be discussing these items. There was already a public memo sent with these individuals' names on it, so there's not a breach of any confidentiality there. Thank you.
Councilmember Lawless.